Welcome back, students. Here's the deal. We are grabbing our project off the drying rack. We are trying to find which one is ours. If you remember from yesterday, I grabbed the one that said Maine on it, so I unwrap it. I'm going to spend a few seconds going through and just kind of getting a little bit more of this texture smoothed out. No big deal. If you missed a little bit, it's probably going to get mixed up anyway with when we start actually adding some more texture to it. However, we want to spend a little bit of time making these look as amazing as possible. So, texture. I like to use one of these little ball on a stick tools, and essentially I'm going to go through and tap it. Now, you can do any 150,000 different ways of texturing your cup. I simply have found that this texture works really, really well for mine. The glaze drips through it very well. It runs, but it catches in the grooves. Again, I'm not texturing the bottom of this. I'm leaving maybe that bottom quarter of an inch or so from getting textured, but I'm trying to give it a cool little texture. I'm kind of holding it in my hand as I'm working around. Now, for those of you who like to work a little slower, yes, you can kind of go through, really press that in, go back over any spots that you may have missed. You're welcome to smooth those out. Sorry, I've done 50,000 of these, so I'm trying to go a little fast, so you're not wasting your time watching a video, and I'm not wasting my time talking. So, I texture it. I go through and make sure I have all the cool little spots taken care of on it. Now I go through and kind of smooth up any little areas that might need to be smoothed up. For me, I personally like to put a little stamp with my initial in it as a signature. So I have this little stamp with a pasta noodle and a circle, and I press that in and kind of wiggle it around and pull it out. If you would like to actually use a pencil and sketch your name in there, I am totally fine with that as well. Some people do like to use a dull pencil and maybe sign the bottom of their work. The only problem with that is you don't want to sign too deep, because it will go all the way through if you sign it too deep. So try to clean it up, make it look good, but that's totally fine. Next thing you need to do, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it looks a little wonky along this top edge. So we're just going to take our needle tool and just kind of cut off some of these little spots where the clay pushed up. When we sand these later, we will be able to clean up most of those spots, but you're going to spend a lot more time sanding on it if you don't clean it up a little bit now. So I'm just kind of going through with the needle tool and just cutting off some of these spots that might be a little off. So next step, you're going to take this, kind of twist this plastic piece out. If it doesn't come out very easily, you need to actually muscle it a little bit. But to do that, you want to actually grab a hold of it down here at the bottom, not here where it's going to tear, but here at the bottom where it's probably stuck. And you're going to grab it and kind of twist that plastic piece out, place it off to the side. You're going to carefully peel the newspaper out. And then this is probably the most important step to making sure that you actually have a piece that survives. If you can look inside of here, I have some little cracks along the edges where the clay got pushed together. So you want to take the round end of the paintbrush, not the brush part, the rounded end, and you're going to go through and start smoothing out on the inside wherever you might have a little tiny crack. And if you don't do that, that is exactly the spot that your project will break, and then all of this time will be absolutely wasted. 2 days, 2 hours of your life. So take another 14 seconds, smooth this out really well, get all the cracks, and you will thank me later for this. Thank you for watching. Make sure to put your cup on the drying rack, and let me know if you have any questions.